Hello, today I'll be reviewing this Canopy bedside humidifier. I've had this for about 3 years now. I had it before I moved into this place, and I liked it so much that I had to keep it with me when I moved here. I'll go over the pros and cons of my experience with this, as well as any secret tips that I found. We'll jump into it. So this is the humidifier. Obviously, has a 2.5 liter capacity and 36-hour runtime. So for me, as you could see, this is not plugged in because it's daytime, and so we only run this at night when we're here in the bedroom sleeping. And this gives us two benefits. The first is it gives us a nice white noise, which when I go to a hotel and I don't have this, I find that it's a little bit hard to sleep because it has a very good volume, I think, for white noise to kind of give you something to think about and let your mind relax. So I like it as a white noise machine. So I'll turn it on and you can see how loud it is. But it is pretty quiet, but it's a constant noise. So it's very soothing to me. The second thing is it gives us nice humidity. So we live in a very dry desert climate. And so when we don't have the humidifier running, it is like sleeping in a hotel room where you wake up in the morning and your throat's just really dry, your nose is dry, it's hard to breathe. So when we don't have this, we can tell because our climate here is so dry. And so those are the two main things that I like about this. It's very small, it's very easy to use. And so you could see too, this is from our old humidifier that we used to put on this table. It used to be one of those ones that like sprayed out the mist and you could see like a cloud falling over, and our water in our state is very hard. We don't have a water softener or anything like that. And we don't use distilled water, which is actually recommended if you have hard water. It'll make the filter last longer if you use distilled water. That has an additional cost, and the filters will run out faster. So that is a different additional cost. So it's up to you how you want to spend that. We end up replacing the filter about once a month, and I'll go into that in a second, but you could kind of do the calculation for yourself whether you think that you want to replace the filters more frequently or less frequently, or if you'd like to use distilled water, or if you have a water softener, that's not going to be an issue for you. This is very simple to use. It just uses a simple USB-C, and so you could plug that in anywhere. Once you plug it in, there we go. It turns on, so you could tell that it's plugged in. There's the on-off button, and then you have a couple of different modes here. These lights here tell you how powerful it is. So this is on the lowest setting. I can feel the air coming out of here. It's very cold. It feels good on my hand because it's a bit warm in here. It is summertime. So you have three levels. So if you press the on button, it will cycle through. That's 2, and that's 3. So you can kind of hear how loud it is. This is the setting that we put it on because this is the highest setting. And for us, the air is so dry, but also, like I said, the white noise. So you could tell when I get back, it's not really that loud. It's like, it's equivalent to someone kind of whispering. That's about the volume it's at. So it's not like a really loud noise. There's some extra lights here for filter and for water. So if the filter gets dirty and it's time to change it, this light will come on, so it will tell you that. And then if the water is too low, it will tell you to fill it. It's really simple. This is the filter here. It has a nice little handle, so it's easy to grab, easy to carry. This just twists off. So that just twists off. We put that in our bathroom sink, and we ran it overnight, so there's not really much left in here. There's not much left in the reservoir. And so, we ran this overnight, and then my daughter took a nap today. So we ran this. So it's got about I would say probably 12 hours of usage on this highest setting, and it's about empty. So there's probably like an hour or so left before it completely runs out. So I'll go ahead and turn it off, and then I'll unplug it. And so actually I need two hands, so give me 1 second. Okay, so it requires two hands to lift this up just because it's so bulky. This is so smooth that it's hard to grip with one hand, and I didn't want to drop it. So this is the fan here. You can see there's a little bit of dirt, so that needs to be cleaned. And then this is the filter. It is normally this clean white color, but because we use hard water, over the course of the month, this is gonna get dirty. So we've had this filter about 2 weeks. In another 2 weeks, the whole thing, this whole area will be about this color. The light will come on telling us we need to change it, and then we'll get another filter. We'll throw the filter away. This will kind of have some, you can slightly see a little bit of it. It's kind of scummy. This will have a little bit more of that, so we'll have to clean it. So we have to clean this every month just because of the fact that we're using our hard water. And this place that we're living in is the hardest water I've ever seen in my life. I'll be in the shower, and we have these little nozzles for the shower head. They will be clogged from the hard water. I'll use my finger, I'll scrape it off. The water will flow through. By the end of the shower, it would be clogged again. So that's how hard our water is it just clogs that fast. So this is probably the ultimate case of how fast these need to be replaced. But ultimately, all you do is you just take this off, you put on the new one, you put this over it. It's not going to be exact, maybe. Okay. And then to turn off the filter light, you just long hold this button when it's plugged in, and then it'll turn off, and it will know that it's clean. Filling this up is really simple. Our 4-year-old can do it. So you just put that under the sink, turn on the water, fills up, twist this back on, and then put it back in. This little spring here is what allows the water to come through. Having said that, once we fill it, we typically carry it face up like this, because if you carry it like that, see, there is going to be a little bit of drip that comes out. So we usually don't flip it until we're over here. And when you take it out, you're going to get some water dripping out too, because that spring has been pushed down. So overall, this is really great. We have brought it on some trips with us to hotels because it's so small. However, we frequently forget it and end up caking ourselves. So if you could get one this size, I think this is perfect for traveling if you're doing a road trip. But if you wanted to put it in your bag for a plane trip, I think this is probably too big. Anyways, that's about all I have to say. This is an incredible product. I can't imagine having anything else. If this ever dies, I will get another one. But like I said, it's been going every night for about 9 hours every night, because our toddler sleeps on the floor next to us. And so this is running the 9 or 10 hours that she sleeps every night. And we've had it for 3 years. So that's a lot of hours of usage, and it's still working great. So I definitely recommend this. And that's about all I have to say. I hope this was helpful, and thank you for watching.